Alright, what is up, boys and girls? Welcome back to another video. As always, thank you very much for joining me. Indeed, we are taking a quick look at Vechain here today on the daily time frame. Really appreciate you all very much for joining me on the channel. As always, please do like and subscribe. And it looks like things are starting to get moving in terms of a potential bull market for cryptocurrency in the next year or so. Obviously, that's very exciting for all of us who have been here and seen the kinds of crazy wealth generation that can happen with cryptocurrency. Feeling very excited for the next year or so. So appreciate you coming back and being a part of the channel. We'll be posting regularly, pretty much every day, so make sure to check back for videos all the time. But as you can see here, having a look at Vechain on the daily time frame, looking like we are starting to see a little bit of relief after this just continuous downtrend that we have seen for Vechain. Obviously not much of a bounce so far, but showing signs of life down at this accumulation level that I have been talking about for such a long time now. Anywhere really from around that 1 cent level down here to around that 2 cent level, which we are currently just above in this area here. I did say once we get down into this area, this previous level of structure here, we were going to start seeing Vechain getting a bit of a bounce. And after that very hellish bear market for Vechain, continuously coming down and making lower lows, you can see we came down to around this 1.5-ish cent level, where we have bounced quite a few times, and quite significantly the first few times. Obviously recently been stuck under this big resistance, heading down in this descending wedge. You can see resistance, support. We had the deviation, resistance again. We broke support one more time to back test this key level down here, but you can see here we got a nice little back test, broke through the resistance finally, back tested the previous level, came up to resistance again, and then actually got the overextension and just continued to the upside. You can see getting into some very overbought territory right now on the daily for Vechain, but looking like it has come up here into another key level of structure at around 2.2 cents, which we're currently trading at or thereabouts. Obviously you can see here kind of just putting in a big range really over the past few years for this bear market. All resistance here, support here. We've back tested support multiple times, and now about halfway up this range, heading back up towards resistance. Obviously the 0.23 Fibonacci at around 2.7 cents there on the chart as well. That is our next port of call, since if we can break through this minor level of structure here, the next swing high that we do need to break is at around that 2.7 cent level. And if we can break through that, then the top of the range would be the next port of call, in my opinion. We really do need to see Vechain making some headway and heading back up and testing its bear market resistance, because so many cryptos have tested them, broken out of them, or are well past them at this point in the bear market cycle, starting to see a bit of recovery and, you know, speculation in the markets again. You can see the resistance here clearly hasn't been tested at all since we were up here at around 18 or 19 cents for Vechain, and right now the resistance sitting at that 0.38 Fibonacci at around 4 cents, which does happen to be also a key bear bull market support. Now likely going to be a resistance that we do need to see coming up and being tested. So there's a light at the end of the tunnel for Vechain. I do think most cryptos will see themselves heading back towards their all-time highs in the next bull market, unless they obviously completely die in some way or another, fundamentally, or in terms of some crazy bad news in regards to them. But I do think Vechain probably a solid enough project to at least make it back to its all-time high and beyond, provided that there are no, as I said, black swan event type things that happen to do with it. As we can see here, up at around that 27.5 cent all-time high. That is currently, you know, still well over a 10x from the current price. A lot of people will be speculating on that and thinking that we could definitely reach back towards those levels, but Vechain, a crypto that hasn't really recovered that much at the minute, so keeping an eye on this one for the future. I do think it's probably going to go beyond its all-time high, like most cryptos will. Like I said, provided there's no crazy bad suffering in the markets. But right now, looking like we are. Oh, hello! I've just accidentally changed to Polygon there. I think we're okay, and we're probably going to see ourselves having a bit of retracement soon, because we are getting quite overextended here. But you can see last time we got very overextended and got a continuation up to the resistance regardless, with a big bearish divergence. So we could see ourselves stretching up into these areas of resistance, anywhere from 2.5 to 3 cents in my opinion, before a significant retracement. You can see there's a lot of resistance up here that's previously held, but you know, if we do start getting into a crazy bull market over the next 6 months, we could just see Vechain ripping through resistances, as often is the case. So as always, really appreciate you being here, guys. Thank you very much indeed for watching. Like and subscribe, leave a comment, get involved, and I'll catch you in the next video. Cheers.